How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, make sure to do the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. Also, if you guys would, please head over to Twitch. Follow me there at Douglas447. Stream there at least once a week, whether it's for Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, or anything else you guys suggest me to stream over there. Of course, if you have any movies or shows you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, a happy Black Friday, a happy Cyber Monday, and I hope you guys are all going to have a great Christmas and a great Hanukkah coming up here in just a few weeks. So Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you guys, of course, all had a great Thanksgiving holiday. And we're going to be talking about Battlefield 2042 here in this video. I haven't done one of these in a while. I will, of course, be covering tons of Battlefield 2042 here on the channel for the next year. I got the pre-ordered edition. I'm going to be covering all of Year 1's content that's going to be coming out season-wise, the special list, maps, and whatever else they add for the next year at least. Of course, I'll be covering Halo Infinite and Destiny 2, the Witch Queen DLC when that drops in just a few months. So this is a ranking video of the Battlefield 2042 launch map. There's only 7 maps here at launch, and this is my ranking system of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. These are in no particular order. I'm just ranking them. I'm just giving them a 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, and giving them a score. This is based on a couple of things of what determined the score for each of the maps. Of course, you guys can agree or disagree with me in the comment section down below, but this is based on the size, how much fun I've had playing on these maps with friends and no friends, the spawns, the bugs and glitches, the vehicle combat, the gunplay, the placement of the conquest flags, and just, you know, how it feels to play each map individually, and how it feels after I've sunk in 30 hours into this game, how it feels to actually want or not want to play these maps. There are certain maps that I prefer over others, for sure, and then there's some that I'm just like, I can't stand playing on these maps. So this is based on the launch maps. Hopefully we're going to get more as the game progresses, because there is supposed to be more, because this is a live service game. So we're going to start off with the first map, Kaleidoscope. This map takes place in South Korea, and I'm going to give it a 7, because I feel like the map is very one-sided in a way where you have this big open field on like the left side, depending on where you spawn in. There's this big open field, then you've got the actual kaleidoscope thing in the middle, and then on the other side you have all these skyscrapers. And so it's really weird. It makes it where it's basically a 3-lane map. So you have the people fighting for the main ground, you have people fighting for point D in the kaleidoscope thingy, and then you have everyone fighting for the skyscrapers. And it's like, it's very unbalanced in design for me, but it can still be fun. It's like, okay, if I have a chopper, I know if I'm going for the skyscrapers. I know if I have a ground vehicle, I'm going to fight for the lower ground. And if I'm just a normal infantry, I'm going straight for that kaleidoscope in the middle. So in that sense, it does make it easier to know where to go based on what you have. The problem is like, if you have all the skyscrapers, you basically have 6 points, and so you're just draining the enemy's reinforcements really fast. So it does force you to have to play a lot for certain areas, and eventually it just leads to you just sitting there defending it with a bunch of turrets and vehicles. Second map, Hourglass. This map takes place in Qatar, I believe. It's a big desert map that has like a bunch of sand and whatnot, and there's a football stadium that's been destroyed and taken over by sand. I like this map a lot. I've only unfortunately been able to play on it 3 times, but every time that I've played on it, I feel like it's really well balanced. Yes, there has some skyscrapers, but it's not dominating unlike Kaleidoscope, so I'm giving Hourglass an 8.5. I like the gun placement. I like the vehicle play in this map probably the most. It's probably in good competition with Orbital, but I like Orbital just as much, and we'll get to that map in a bit, but I like Orbital just as much as Hourglass. But Hourglass, I love fighting in the desert with these tanks. I love the placement of the conquest flags for sure. The spawns are pretty good. I haven't had any bugs or glitches. The only thing I don't like about Hourglass is if you want to really win, you have to have some really great communication, and because there's no like actual squad system in this game, I mean, yeah, there is an objective like, hey, if you're a squad leader, go attack this objective, but I found that a lot of people, they're just running around with their heads chopped off, and I feel like Hourglass, if it actually had the traditional class system, this map would actually be an amazing 10 out of 10. Third map is Breakaway, and this is a snowy map. This one has penguins on it. I've played on this map quite a bit. The biggest problem I have with it is people are basically fighting only for 3 areas. They're fighting for like this oil drill, then you have people fighting for this like base area, and then you have people that are fighting for this like sniping tower in the middle of nowhere. It's fun. I like the snow map design, but I don't like the spawn of the flags, and it just feels really awkward. Like most people aren't fighting for like all these little glacier spots that the first team gets to have and spawn in. Most people aren't fighting for that. It feels kind of lopsided in terms of where the flags are placed. So that's why I'm giving it an 8. Number 4 is Discarded. This has a ship in the middle of it, and inside of the ship is a Russian submarine. I really like this map. I feel like it's really well done, and this is actually my favorite map out of all 7 of the maps in Battlefield 2042. I like the flag spawning. There's been no bugs and glitches. The biggest problem that I have with this map is that if you have those hovercraft vehicles, you can just easily take the ship that has a submarine inside of it. You can just dominate constantly, and I feel like once you've taken your main base flags and you've taken that ship with the submarine in it and you just hold that one ship, you're going to easily win. You really don't need a push. So it's more of a defending game than it is an actual objective taking over thing. But I like the design. I like fighting in the swampy parts of the map where there's like water inside of buildings and whatnot. I like the aesthetic. It's a really fun map in that way, and it's my favorite map in Battlefield 24 at launch. Number 5 is going to be Manifest. This is the worst map in my opinion. I don't know if it's just my own personal hatred towards the fact that when I booted up Battlefield 2042, and I am not exaggerating when I say this, when I booted up Battlefield 2042 to play it at launch, it gave me this map, Manifest, 7 times. 7 times in a row, I was playing Manifest. And Manifest. Yeah. It gave it to me 7 times in a row. After that, it finally gave me Hourglass. And that's why this game needs a server browser. It badly needs a server browser, because I don't want to have to keep playing on maps 7 times in a row like Manifest. So with that, I'm giving it a 5, just because the game seems to make me really want to play on this cargo map in Singapore. Also, I don't ever like fighting in multiplayer maps where it's nothing but a bunch of cargo boxes. That's one of the reasons I hate shipment in Call of Duty. It's like, aesthetically, it's boring. And I'm not joking. 90% of this map is nothing but cargo boxes. You're fighting for cargo boxes. And then they're in the middle, in the very middle, they actually have a base surrounded by trees. That is the most fun spot on the map. Everything else that's around the middle of the map is boring, and I don't like playing on it. I'm sorry, I hate it. Number 6 is Orbital. Of course, this is the map that they let us play on in the beta. I'm giving it an 8.5. I like it. It's Orbital. I think it's pretty well balanced. And I enjoy seeing that rocket thing go up in the air and actually make it to outer space and or be destroyed in midair. It's fun. I like it. I think the spawns are pretty cool. If you know what you're doing, you actually can really wreck people. I've played a couple times on Orbital where the enemy team just wrecked us because they had all these wildcats perfectly placed and they were constantly taking out all our aircraft. So if your team's really well coordinated, you can dominate, and no pun intended, conquest the battlefield really easily. And then lastly, at number 7 is Renewal. This is a map I've only been able to play on a few times, but when I have been able to play on it, I felt it's really broken. I don't like the spawn flags. The spawn of the flags, they're just spread out too far. A lot of times there's no communication going on. Everyone's just running around and whatnot. And if you have a team that knows what they're doing and they just hold that C flag that's in the middle where the wall is, and this map, I believe, takes place in Egypt. I might be wrong, let me know in the comment section. But I feel like if you just dominate that wall spot, if you dominate the middle of the map, your team's going to win, no matter what. The biggest problem with the middle of the map, though, is that's where all the vehicles funnel in. That's where all the grenade spamming is going to happen. Sentry guns, wall turrets, hacking, you name it. So I'm giving Renewal a 7.5. Overall, I think most of the maps, they're slightly above average. The only map that I really like playing on the most is Discarded, the one with the ship that has this Russian submarine in the middle in it. I like Hourglass and Orbital second place, and Breakaway at an 8 I like third. So the other maps, I really don't care. If any of these maps end up getting remastered in the future, I would love to see Discarded be remastered. Hourglass is the blast, and Orbital is a lot of fun too. So that's my ranking of all 7 maps of Battlefield 2042 at launch. And let me know if you guys agree or disagree with me in the comment section down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will have a ranking video of all of the Battlefield 2042 specialists and what I like and dislike about them. And I'll be giving all those a number as well. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys next video or stream. Have a good one. Bye, guys.